Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's going on? We're sitting here with Elevated Paints, aka Elevated Zack.
Yep.
Elevated Zack, yep.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Really good, man. Thanks for coming on over.
Thanks for
chilling
having
with
me.
us. Yeah, so you are a painter mainly. Do you do any other mediums?
Nope, just painting. That's it.
What's your style like?
I think it's more like a graffiti kind of thing, but because there's different things that I do with my artwork. I make my own stencils. I do paintbrush with that. So I don't barely use like acrylic. It's mostly everything out of a can.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, nice.
Man, how long have you been doing it?
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How long have you been painting then?
This is going to be coming on to my 4th year now.
Nice. What inspired you to get started in it?
Well, to be honest, I was actually in a pretty bad place at the time, and just ended up just getting on social media and seeing people doing the live paintings out in the cities and stuff. And
Yeah.
just kind of got an eye for that, and was like, okay, I think I could possibly do that. And after the first couple little ones, I did it on like little notepads.
Okay.
And after that, it just kind of stuck, and started out doing with the space stuff, and then branched off to that, and just started doing more cartoons and portraits and different things like that.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about this before, like, 2 days ago? Out of necessity, like, a lot of people within your craft or, like, music, whatever it is, just find that they fall into these things with, like, out of necessity. Like you said, you're in a dark time in your life.
Right.
Or a dark place, so.
Yeah, definitely. I know you wanted to ask about, like, early inspirations. Like, was there something specifically that made you, like, a person, like another artist or something that inspired you to do it specifically, or did you just get the drive to do it kind of naturally?
Well, at first I didn't really know any other artists that did spray paint artwork, but after I, like I said, got into the space stuff and then started getting more into it and started to look into more people, that's when I started running into Alec Monopoly, Jay Wolf, and this guy named Skells. And they all kind of do kind of similar kind of things, portraits, cartoons, different things like that. And those were kind of like my big inspirations to do into art and get farther in with it and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. So did you have a background in art, like, before you started doing the spray painting and everything? Like, as a kid or anything?
Yeah, back in like elementary, I would do a lot of drawing and just doodling around, and then once you get your license, you don't really do too much more. You just want to drive.
Right.
So a lot of that stopped from doing that, and then the dark time came in my life and brought it all back. So.
Yeah, definitely. You got a lot of cool work out there, and people seem to be digging it a lot. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elements of, like, how... there's a lot of, like, almost pop cultural elements in there, like, in some of the pieces that I've seen. And then I've seen some of the commissions that you did.
Mm-hmm.
So you do take commissions?
Yes.
Man, like, and then... Because I only seen, a few of them, and then I see, like, a portrait of two people, like a couple or something. I'm like, damn, that's pretty crazy. And you cut out all the stencils and all that.
Yep.
That's
Draw
awesome.
everything out and then cut it out, and some of them it can take up to like 5 different stencils that I gotta go cut out, and then some of them can be closer to 50.
Okay.
It's just, and then after that I do a bunch of the paintbrush work after that.
Nice.
Yeah, what's the... you just use, like, an X-Acto knife?
Yep.
And everything? Cool. How long does that take, just the stencils?
Some are a little bit longer than others. It just kind of how detailed the stencil I have to do for that one. Other ones, it's kind of a little bit bigger space. So, sometimes it could take up to an hour. Sometimes it could take up to 10 minutes to get something done.
Nice.
Do you normally do, like, fairly larger pieces? I know some of them was, like, 3x4, some of them?
Yeah,
Like,
some are
generally
3x4. The biggest one was the piece of plywood I did. It was a 4x8.
Uh-huh.
And then, the smallest I've done was 4 inches by 8 inches. So, I got
4
kind
by
of
8,
vary,
yeah.
but most of the time it's 2 foot by 3 foot that I usually do.
Okay. Cool. What was the small one? The little 4x8?
Well, there's been a couple different ones. I did
Okay.
landscape things with like mountains and the sun and waterfalls, and then sometimes I'll do like little cartoon ones with it as well.
Nice. What'd you do on the biggest one?
The biggest one was just more of a graffiti kind of style for my boss's concrete company.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you find that are commissions most of your work, or
This year, yes.
yeah?
This year it's been just once I get one done, I get another one or two right after that. I mean, years before that, I mean, I was building up my inventory a lot more, going to shows and like little art vendors and stuff like that, just try to get it out there. And I haven't been able to have enough time to do that this year. So,
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Are you aiming to like do that kind of like have showings, almost like maybe like a gallery full of a bunch of your pieces?
yep.
Okay. So that's kind of
my
like
goal. I mean, just the last 2 years, me and one of my other buddies, we went to New York and met up with an R&B artist out there and signed a 10-year contract with them to do his album cover and
Oh, wow.
merchandise.
whoa.
Nice.
Okay.
And so that was kind of cool. And then got in a music video out in New York with him and Corey Guns. And then after that, we were there for one day and went out to LA after that to just go talk to more galleries out there. And the year after that, we went to LA again and then went to Miami during Art Basel. And
Nice.
got to talk to a lot of people and made some pretty good contacts out there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, lots of traveling.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then we went to.
We went to Tokyo and fucking
everywhere.
signed a deal. But yeah, that's brings up an interesting thought that I ask a lot of guests. Do you think you'll stay in the QC, or do you think you'd ever move somewhere else, or do you think you like to stay here while just traveling a bunch where you need to be?
I mean, I've thought about staying in the QC and just doing the traveling thing and just having this as like the home kind of thing, but I've also thought about moving out to Miami, Colorado, and out to LA too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, those are a little bit more pricier. I need to get my name out there a little bit more before I do something like that, I feel like.
Lots of choices too. Like
Yeah.
anywhere in the country, all these dope spots.
I was gonna say because like when you like delve into a craft like art or music, even sports, even you like become familiar with other people in your area locally that are doing something maybe not even similar, but you know along the same lines within the same craft. Do you think the area around here is thriving enough for that, like for artists or people in communication? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a lot popping off around here?
To be honest, I feel like just painting and art wise has been kind of blowing up a lot more. I've been noticing a lot more people that have been like showing more of their work, where they're like, I think it's like a pour kind of thing. They put in a cup and then kind of dump it on a canvas. I've been seeing
yeah.
a lot more people
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I mean, not too many more people that are doing like paintbrush. I mean, not paintbrush, spray paint. I
Okay,
haven't
yeah.
really seen too many people do that, but.
Yeah, there's a lot more new places in the QC popping up that allow people to have their art up too on display too.
Right.
So that's kind of helping as well.
And I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that like style, that kind of structure or format that you see within a lot of pieces of your work. Like I've never seen that. Oh, and done with spray paint, you know, and stencils. So.
Are you originally from the QC?
Well, I was born in Pittsburgh, and then when I was real young, we moved to Rock Island and then Moline.
Nice, nice. Hell yeah. About what time was that when you got to the QC?
I think it was 93 or 94, so I mean, it was when I was pretty young.
Nice. Hell yeah. So what, I noticed like for some of the backgrounds of your painting, it's like interesting textures and stuff, patterns. Is that usually like cutout stencil stuff?
Nope. That's all. I mean, my most recent ones, I don't know if you guys seen my my Nipsey Hussle one.
Yeah, I did see that one.
That background, it's splatter, and then I've been using bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just try something different, give it a different
Bubble wrap,
texture.
yeah.
Just like lay it on it or
Yep.
something. Yeah.
Makes sense
Cool,
now.
yeah.
Think about what it looks
Hell
like.
yeah. So, do you ever use like actual airbrush or just usually cans?
Just cans, just rattle cans, and then like I said, just the paintbrush with the rattle cans as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't tried haven't tried that yet. I've had a couple people talk to me about it and gave me like a little gun to use, but just haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, yeah. Is there any like style or medium that you'd like to try someday that you haven't yet?
I've been thinking more about like like statues and stuff like that, and just kind of getting maybe into that, try something different, but not like the ceramic or however you say the word.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, the Alec Monopoly, what he's been doing, he does like statues that are kind of look like ornaments.
Okay.
So the outside is all shiny and has the different colors, and I mean it just gives it a kind of a like different kind of look to it.
That's
What's
pretty
something like that made out of?
I don't know. I
I got you. Yep,
haven't
yep.
looked into it too much, but just seen a few of his pieces in person and on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. But I'm not really sure on how he makes it yet. So.
Yeah. Okay. You're like, so if somebody sees some of your work and is like, you know, enjoys it, and like I'm sure you get the commissions, is it all usually through social media? Like, where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, it's basically on social media, on Facebook and Instagram is usually where I get most of my stuff from.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like word of mouth kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Where did you get the name Elevated Paints?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I was out painting and that was just kind of popped up in my head, and I liked it and kind of stuck.
Yeah, definitely. Get elevated off them fumes too. Yeah, but you gotta wear more than just that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
I see. That's what I thought too. I was like, does he come in with like the things you wear, like in on West Coast Customs when they be in the spray room, you know?
The big things on there. Yeah.
Yeah, if I wore that, you definitely wouldn't have been able to.
Right.
Sounding like Darth Vader out there.
We'll just
Exactly.
cut the mouth hole in it so we can just barely hear. Not see anything besides the mouth. But yeah.
You said you were in the music video?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was pretty cool to meet him, but to be honest, I bet you he probably doesn't even remember that night, Corey Guns.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was definitely out of it, and we tried to talk to him, and he didn't really want to do anything, didn't want to be there, but
Yeah.
still kind of cool just to meet him, though.
When you signed that, that was a 10-year deal that you signed with
Yep.
that guy. And did he reach out to you?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
it was actually his filmer that saw me on Facebook and then started reaching out to me and then got me in contact with him.
Nice. That seems pretty sick. Like, is that something you'd like to do? Like, get more contracts, I guess, with like artists in that sense?
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, then you had a line that you have to do and what you have to do. I mean, once you're done with that, and then, I mean, it's kind of like the commissions works, but it's just.
I find that, like, or I would think that it would be, like, good to take a lot of commissions and have something, like, where somebody gives you an idea or, you know, or at least a general idea, something to go off of. You can do that, and it, like, kind of builds that creative, like, that flow. And then when you're not doing something like that, that's when you can probably, you know, start making your own, like, you know, just original pieces that you have.
Right.
So what was more of the process? You say you use the cans, you know, with stencils and everything, but then you said you use brushes too?
Yes.
With extra paint, or are you using like the can paint? I
The
guess?
can paint.
Okay.
I have little caps, and I'll spray it
Gotcha.
in there for a certain amount, and then if I want to mix it, then I'll spray the two different colors in there instead of using like the more thicker kind of paint. This is a lot liquider.
Okay, so like you got the stencils and stuff sprayed already. Is it like with using the brushes to give it more of a texture too, or something like that, or is it mainly like for pattern work, or?
No, it's more like touch-ups and doing like the outlines of smaller stuff, just
Okay,
so
yeah,
it's,
some more
you don't have
detail
to
in-
cut something that's like the size of a dime or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
Definitely. Have to get like some kind of automatic cutter machine or something that can
yeah,
cut out some crazy intricate shit.
yeah, that'd be
Spray.
nice.
Are any of your, like, original pieces that aren't, like, commissioned pieces, are those for sale? Or is that something you just keep as your, like, just a portfolio?
Like when I first started, is that what you're saying?
Like, if somebody hit you up on Instagram and was like, hey, I seen that thing you did with Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
You know, can I buy that from you? Is that something you would do, or are those pieces, like...
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just original and nobody told me to do it, I mean,
Okay.
and it's just my thoughts or something like that. And
No, I mean, would you sell that?
yeah,
Oh, you would? Okay, gotcha.
Excuse me. Do you plan to do prints ever, or
I've
mainly
been
stick to
I've been
original?
thinking about it for like at least a year, but I haven't found the right place where I want to do it and
Mhm.
get the right image on it and make sure that it looks just like the painting as well. But
Right. Now besides doing like a 2D surface, do you want to like paint on any like things like ever, like objects or something, or like cars? I don't know what else you could paint on. Maybe
Well,
like statues even or something.
Yeah, because you
like-
listed plywood, and then you listed what'd you
The
call it?
bagboards?
Yeah,
Bagboards.
bagboards.
Yep.
I mean, I've painted on sunglasses. That was one other thing that I've done. I mean, not on canvas, but I mean, yeah, I'd like to do a car sometime or some kind of a vehicle or something.
I'm just trying to
like
think of, like, even getting hired like by the city or something, do some murals on like public shit.
That
or
would be
something.
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Tr-
Yeah.
like trick out all the fire hydrants or something. I
I
don't
could
know.
see that actually, like being up, like a giant one up under like an overpass, that overpass on 19th Street, under
Yeah.
74.
I think all cities could use more mural work. You know,
that. I agree.
that's something they should do. I don't know what like the budget is for that kind of shit. We gotta fix these roads. This fucking Midwest shit keeps tearing it up every winter. We ain't got time for fucking the walls.
Right.
Shit. Yeah, that's crazy. So you plan to paint for forever?
I'm hoping so. I mean, like I said, I also do concrete, and I'm hoping that I can get out of that and just paint for a living and
Mm-hmm.
not have to break my back doing the concrete shit.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
I could
and
see
shit.
even, like just being able to just travel, like just get in your car with some clothes and some stuff, a little money, and then go to like the boardwalks around, on the coast and stuff, and set up a little thing. So I guess you probably have to have permits for that kind of stuff. But
Sir, get out of here.
that would be kind of rad. Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get him fucking arrested.
But then it would be like you'd have to cut out. Okay, so yeah, maybe that wouldn't work because you'd have to cut out the stencils right there.
you said
But
like
yeah, you could set up all your pieces. That'd be
Right.
that'd be sick.
you say like on a boardwalk or a beach or
Like a
something?
nomadic, painter, spray painter. What would you call yourself in that sense? Like an artist, of course, but like, is there like a sub genre of like, I mean, painter, writer, drawer?
Drawer?
Would you just call yourself a painter?
Yeah, painter, just like
gotcha.
a spray painter. I mean, because that's usually, that's all I use for paint.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have, like, for different skin tones and stuff like that, I can't find the spray paint for that, so I'll get, like, a little bit of acrylic, but mostly it's just all spray
Okay.
cans.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, eventually, yeah, if you could, you'd hope to be doing it like full time and everything.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Any other endeavors you'd like ever want to venture into, like in the future, if that were the case? Like, if you were doing it full time, like a clothing line, or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've been
Shit like
thinking
that.
about that because, I mean, I've made stickers and stuff like that, but I also want to get into shirts and sweatshirts, but I don't know about the full jeans and
Right.
everything, but
Yeah, I
like
feel like
a
you
smaller
could
market.
create some dope shirts. Even putting like some of the
Well,
stuff you have
this
already.
is actually one of mine.
Oh, really?
For real?
Oh, you already
This
been
is
doing
one of my
it.
paintings that I did and got it done and put as a...
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice.
Dude. Damn, that came out real good.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that just solidifies what I just said.
Yeah,
man.
some
That's
guests
fucking-
watching might want to buy that
that's
shit
gonna
right
go,
now
dude.
or something. Yeah. Elevated apparel or something.
Hey,
Hell
get an
yeah.
online store going,
Well, I'm in the process of getting a web page going right now.
Okay, nice. Perfect, dude.
Just takes a little bit of time for that, and I mean, just kind of busy, so I can't always put my mind to that. So
Right. Well, that'd be a good thing, like to get a lot of traffic through, just kind of a hub for your work
yeah,
with a commission or just.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you say you had a lot of paintings like piled up already, like from doing a lot of past work?
not anymore. I
Not
had
anymore?
a big inventory, but this year it was, like I said, it was a lot more commissions. I mean, last year I was doing more shows, vendors, and so once I got to a certain spot in my inventory, I had to just stop making so many, and I had to just do commissions and then try to sell the rest of those before I got too much and was too much to handle in my house.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say shows? Like, what does that entail?
Just like little art shows. I mean, craft shows,
Okay.
stuff like that. So I mean, it's not just artwork that's there. There's different like jewelry. I mean, yeah, that's an artwork too as
I
well.
gotcha.
But they're not all paintings. It's
Right.
not like a gallery kind of thing.
You ever thought, or have you ever done, I guess, like a live painting? Like, you have all the stencils, like you've done this piece before, but to do it live in front of people, like...
Yes, I've done it twice now at Lollapalooza.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Not the festival, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like events every now and then and
Yep.
shit, right? What they set up like
usually on 420.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So how many of those have you done, like shows and stuff?
Well, live shows, I've only done 2 of them, but just the regular vendors and like craft shows and stuff, I've probably done, I want to say probably close to 20.
Oh, nice. When do you think you'll have like a gallery showing or something?
Not sure yet. I'm still working on it. Graveyard, no, it's not Graveyard Studios anymore now. It's
Well, like, you mean like their co-work space or whatever?
yeah,
Yeah,
they're having a little art exhibition or art gallery show kind of thing there. That's I'm gonna be a part of that. But like bigger ones, I mean, I'm still in the process of going to different galleries and traveling and just talking to them face to face because I feel like that's a lot better. So instead of like social media, so then you get the vibe from people and see how they actually. But still haven't gotten anything. Just got to keep pushing though for it.
Right. In
You
that
said-
case, do you like reach out to those people and meet up with them? Then?
Yep.
Like, cool.
You said you guys have something going on at the co-work space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Okay.
Underground Economy?
Underground
Yep.
Economy, I think, yeah. Do you guys have a date for that?
I want to say it's November 16th.
Okay, nice.
November
So they'll have
16th.
some like artists, like music will be there. They'll have food, and then I think six or 7 different artists, I think they said, and they'll just have like a different gallery for that, and then different kinds of artwork. I mean, hip hop, like the spilled paint that I talked about earlier on, and I don't know what else exactly, but it's supposed to be a bunch of different things.
I kind of thought that in the back of my head, or I kind of noted that there is kind of a hip hop element and like influence. It seems like in a lot of the pieces I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be sweet. I'm trying to go to that for sure, because I heard they had like a barbecue over there
Mm-hmm.
at some point recently or sometime recently. So
Yeah, they had a cookout recently, and I think they're gonna try and have another one here
Okay,
soon.
yeah.
I'm not sure on the date for that. Though.
right.
Yeah. Shout out to Underground Economy.
Yep.
Co-work
Grave.
space. Graveyard Studio.
That's pretty sweet to have like a passion or a craft of your own, and it kind of opens up these little doors for you to, because if you didn't paint, would you be at the co-work space or
Right.
know the people that you know these days? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It kind of opens things up.
Right. Yeah, again, like that's just one of the other places opening up in the QC where there'll be more, showcasing of like local talent and stuff.
Right.
So
Have you ever thought about like a storefront? Almost not like a storefront, but like a location, like a building.
Like doing my own gallery.
Yeah, where you have like maybe a workshop in the back where you do this stuff, and then you get everything kind of presented out front, and then you also do commissions or something.
Yeah, I have, but I mean, this year's been mostly I've been looking for buildings for that as well.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you just got to find location as well, and I mean, if it's not a good location, nobody's gonna drive by. You can't see it.
Right.
So
Yeah, you probably have a better luck, like you said, going somewhere. One of those places you listed, honestly, is probably more thriving. More people means there's more of a volume to any kind of, interest in music or art. So
yeah.
I kind of that's what's kind of funny is there's like people sometimes complain about like musicians, for example, man, no one's coming out to the shows, and it's because you all have like fucking 10 shows on the same night. What do you expect? They're gonna be spread out.
Right.
So live painting, is that something like you already have prepared and ready to do?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be, I think Tyler did something like that. Was there like, how'd be cool if you did it with like a hip hop or some sort of band or something like that while someone's playing at a show?
Yeah, those are
Get
always
up there
fun.
like Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that shit like at Ross Talks, yeah. And wherever.
My ass would be like shake. It'll look cool eventually, man.
If it's like a big hip hop show, super loud, it'd be too much bass each time. Like,
Dude, if you had like 4 painters doing that shit, but then again, people would be, if he was in a building, people would start getting a little woozy, a little loopy.
yeah, with the cans, yeah, that's true. We're gonna need you to just use brushes on this one. Sorry. Yeah, it's crazy nowadays with social media how any of this is possible. Like,
Right.
you know, networking to people with art, you know, like DIY style,
Yeah.
having a podcast or something. Like, so, yeah.
Do you have like a? Sorry, it's kind of off topic. Do you have like a work area where you do your pieces?
Yep.
Specifically.
I got my little art studio out at my farm.
Nice. Okay. Very nice.
But it has to be like well ventilated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's got 2 garage doors on it, and then 3 man doors on it.
Massive.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like pretty much like a 2-story house.
The
but
studio
just a big-
Yeah.
Oh.
just a
Yeah,
big
you need
Okay.
that. Yeah,
garage.
definitely.
So like he's got like all the room that he can do whatever he want in there.
Mm.
He can do tons of paintings in that whole little building.
You have to deck all the walls and shit.
He's got little minions out there painting for him.
Right.
Hell yeah. So basically like a garage setup with the doors and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Do you like paint outside ever? Or I mean like
For the art show, like
yeah.
the
Do you need like a canopy or something like protect from like dust and shit?
Um,
Whatever.
sometimes I have. I mean, I usually use a canopy, but next time I do it, I feel like I'm gonna need like a tarp around the canopy just because of the wind and just like you said, the dust. But I haven't had to use that yet.
Yeah. And you're probably like painting on boards and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, because some people, if they're just, you gotta clip all their paper down like crazy or the fucking wind, just tear this shit up. But that's part of the piece now. It's unique. But I've heard of weird like mediums like that where they just like let accidents happen, or like even like allowing like nature in or something. Like, fucking, I let the leaves blow across it, and that was perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
My cat
My
shit on it,
masterpiece.
so I just yeah, left it there.
that'd be interesting. Like using different things as brushes that aren't supposed to be brushes.
Yeah. I've actually been seeing this one guy on Instagram. He's been using a bunch of different things. Like he's used his head, his ear, a whole toilet, a bike. I mean, and that's what he's using as
Yeah.
brushes.
As brushes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he's doing portraits of like celebrities and stuff.
Oh, like actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's getting it done.
Interesting.
That's kind of cool. With like stenciling and like cutting out stencils, when you get a commission, I mean, I'm sure you do. I'm guessing you would, but do you enjoy the kind of the challenge of like, you know, having to do certain things? Maybe like say your first portrait of a person or whatever that you had to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of a little exciting the first time you try something different and you see how it is, and then it starts to grow on you more and you start wanting doing it more, kind of a thing. But
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't really do the space stuff as much as I used to, and yeah, I really kind of like how I evolved with my artwork a little bit with that.
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't think I've seen the space stuff.
Okay.
He showed me one, but just looking through it right now, I didn't see it. Yeah, it's. I mean, just trying to think of like if I was in your position. Can you break down how you come up with, like maybe that, for example? Do you just think of something like one at a time, basically, or does everything just kind of fall in line, like every element of that? The little Bitcoin, is that Bitcoin?
Yep,
That's
Bitcoin on
sweet.
there.
Dude. Oh, dude.
But
Bitcoin's down to $8,000 now. First time in, better buy some.
yeah, it kind of goes like I think of one thing at first, and then once I usually do the background first.
Okay.
And once I get that done, and then I go like I did like in this one I did Bugs Bunny first, Then I noticed that he was wearing like a shirt and it kind of all that. So I was like, okay, it's a red shirt. I have one of the like Supreme Louis Vuitton ones. So I was like, okay, I'll throw that in there. And then Bitcoin at the time was going kind of big, and it just kind of one piece after the other just kept just kind of falling in apart. And then before it gets done, you can kind of get like a picture of how you kind of want it and how you think it's going to come out. And after that, that's how the next idea comes in.
Right. I was gonna say that's probably like your creative process of that pathway of like creating something like that. Yeah, it's probably like builds a stronger ability to just be like, oh yeah, this would be. Oh yeah, okay.
Exactly.
So you start with the background first, usually.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and sometimes you just kind of go off like you can always hit me up sometimes and just be like, hey dude, like should I do this, or like what are you thinking about this option? Because like you be going off one thing and then all of a sudden you think of something totally different, and then like it totally goes from there like on, and you're like doing other little details to you, like your project that you weren't even gonna do before.
Right. Yeah.
So like with the rings and like all the jewelry and stuff, like sometimes you just add like little details to it that you normally wouldn't to other paintings. You kind of just been doing that. I've noticed that you've been doing that a lot lately with other stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you've gotten more detailed with it, and that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, the smaller elements or the smaller like little things like rings or the Supreme like pattern, like on the shirt. How was that done? Was that all spray paint too? I mean.
Yeah. Well, I had to do a stencil for those and had to draw all that out, but.
So you probably had to do the whole shirt shape, and then cut out the. Wow. Okay. Yeah. See, there's a lot of intricacy.
Yeah, you stenciled all the little emblems and stuff.
Yep, did that, and then had to go back after I did the stencil and do like the touch-up work and the little like dots in between some things, and just connect the dots with the other ones as well.
You stenciled the text. The text on Supreme. Nice, man. That shit's clean as fuck.
Thank you.
Hell
yeah, it is clean. That's why I was like,
colorful.
Is that digital? You know,
Yeah,
but
right.
it ain't digital, people.
It's fucking real.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you still have that piece?
Yeah, no, actually, this is one of them that I shipped out to Colorado with one of my like bigger collectors.
Okay, nice.
And he just got the second one, or no, the second one I did of the Bugs Bunny is actually in Davenport at QC Glass and More. He was another pretty big collector this year for me. But yeah, the first original one like this one, that went out to Colorado with a few different other paintings out there.
Okay. Well, it's good you got it on a shirt or a jacket now, you know. Did you have to have what, did you just take a picture of the piece itself and
yeah,
send
just
it?
took a picture of it and then found one of the websites online, and they I kind of could form it how I wanted it, and then they just kind of put it on the sweatshirt for me.
Dude, that is rad.
Thank you.
I'm probably going to say that a couple more times before we get done with this, but that's fucking dope. Because I didn't realize exactly what it was. I actually didn't even pay attention to what it was until you said it was one of your pieces. Oh, yeah, I've seen that thing, dude. I've seen that.
Hell yeah, that's sick.
You said you made another Bugs Bunny piece.
Yes.
Is it the same, or
no?
just a different style?
It's got money falling down on it, and the background's a little bit different as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of cartoon influence on your pieces. Are a lot of those commissions, or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Are you a fan of animation yourself or anything?
I mean, I like the old school cartoons like Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian and like all those little things, Roadrunner and Speedy Gonzales and all those kind of things. But
like
I mean,
Looney Tunes, basically.
Yeah.
I think you just named all of them.
All that classic shit, you know, like I bought one of those DVDs before at the store, and you know, nowadays it says like on the back, it has the print, it says like not intended for children. It's like,
Wait, it says that now?
Yeah, it says, I can show you.
Well,
I got
'cause
one.
there's,
It's
like,
for
coyotes
collector's
getting
purposes
fucking
only.
impaled.
Because it's like, you know,
Right.
we don't show this to kids anymore. It's not,
Us
it's not
and
appropriate.
like 2 generations behind us, I'm pretty sure.
We all grew up on that shit.
yeah.
So,
I watch it every day.
if I have kids, they're gonna see it. Like, I don't know.
Those Looney Tunes, you can't
Because they're
not
pulling
watch
out
it.
guns sometimes and smoking, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen some sports like influenced ones too, with like basketball players and stuff.
Yep.
Was that commissioned as well? Or is
Yes.
that, okay, gotcha. You said most of the work this year is commissioned for you, ain't it? Okay. when you get back to doing a lot of personal pieces, what
would it be sports related or anything, like a theme that you'd like to get into, or some random
Probably
abstract
not
shit?
sports. So I was probably thinking more of just kind of more detailed, like cartoons kind of things. Maybe throw all the Looney Tunes together and have them like doing different kind of things.
Dude, a
And
giant mural. Well, you know, maybe the size of this wall or something.
another
That ain't that
4 by
big, is it? That would be sick. I also seen I think I've seen a couple movie like it looked like some people from movies or something. Are you influenced at all? Are you influenced by like anything other than other artists, obviously, but movies? You know, because when I see the sports ones, I'm like, oh, he must be into basketball, but now I realize it's commissions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he hates basketball.
Yeah. I don't even know who that guy is.
I mean, like the Rock, is that like one of them you're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wasn't really influenced by that. That was also just a commission piece.
Okay,
I mean, that one, Marilyn Monroe, and who was the third one? There was somebody else I can't think of right now, but those were all went to one of the plastic surgery offices around here in the QC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you, man, that's, yeah. Because I was thinking that, how do you get as an artist and what you do? Is it just so happened you happen to know people, or, you know, how do you go about getting connected with like things like that, or the Lollapalooza thing, you know?
Well, the plastic surgery, that's just one of the people that family kind of knows.
Okay,
so that's
yeah.
kind of how that are connected. But Lollapalooza and stuff like that is just more going in there and just talking to them more, and it's not just all. I mean, it's also people that you know, but it's, I don't know. That's usually just, I don't know how it kind of works out. I just kind of go in there and tell them about my artwork, and then show them or tell them about my Instagram or Facebook, and then they go off of that, and then they contact me, or I contact them asking them what's going on, or can I bring a piece in there. It just kind of matters on which place I talk to.
Oh, yeah. I can picture you having like a piece in every little studio around here, you know?
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I'd like one in, you know, we're probably going to move from here, obviously, eventually, but.
Yeah, we got to get a bigger space. We're running out of room on the walls.
Yeah.
Trying to coat these walls.
Yeah, I was going to say we can't have one here. That's for sure.
Sure, you can make.
We can put it down there in the corner, out of sight, but that'd be disrespectful. We wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's been the goal. Try to coat these walls. You have to do that with your huge shop. You could Michelangelo that shit.
Yeah.
Just a lot of different.
Yeah, we should
things
add to the
kinda-
ceiling now, shouldn't
Oh,
we?
that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking, you want to do the ceiling?
Yeah, just do a big ass paint out all the way across the ceiling for them.
Do fucking the Sistine Chapel in your style.
Yeah.
What if you did the Mona Lisa in your style? That'd be pretty bad.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool series,
we
like
should.
like have a
Oh,
series where you
yeah.
do like some recreations of some classical paintings, like in your
Yeah.
style, like fucking what's it called?
Because I love them compilations. Like, you see those videos, like, pop up on Facebook or in something in your newsfeed. It's just like a compilation of renditions of, you know, certain characters or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be rad.
You should do me and Jacob as like American Gothic. I'm holding the pitchfork.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, that would
You're gonna
be
have to wear a
kinda
dress,
sick,
but-
man.
Well, that
And we
piece
can
you
make
did
it
of
into
all-
a cover. You know?
Yeah.
Piece he did of all the mobsters. Did you guys see about that one?
Okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I did. Are you talking about with the cards in the background?
Yeah, it's all like put like cards all in the back.
I feel like I've seen that.
What?
Yeah,
Give me a second.
What are you talking about?
Take it from
What?
here, Cody. I gotta
I
look
used
this up real quick,
close
man.
to 4 decks of cards for the background of a painting.
Oh, nice.
And then I put 2 guys from Goodfellas on there.
Oh, okay.
One guy from Sopranos and Al Pacino, and they're all sitting around a poker table, and it's not finished yet. I still got some stuff I got to do.
Oh,
but-
okay. I was about to look on Instagram
No,
for it. My bad.
it's on Instagram as well.
Oh, it is.
But I
Keep
gotta
going.
put
Continue.
cards down still. I gotta paint those on there. I gotta do the details of the chips, add a little bit more chips on it, and I don't know if I want to paint anything on the cards yet or not, or just kind of leave it. But I don't know. I mean, I was also thinking. I've seen some people like use the neon lights for like the words and stuff like that. I've been
Yeah.
thinking about trying to find somewhere to like possibly make like custom ones or something and start including those into my paintings.
What do you mean neon lights? Like actual
Like the
neon
bar
lights?
lights,
Yeah.
like the open signs,
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
stuff like that.
Like use something like that on the piece?
Yes.
Oh, hell
shit.
yeah.
So then, like, it kind
that
of
was
sticks out the
sick.
back and the cords back there,
Yeah.
so it still gives it a little bit more.
Dude, yeah, I think that would bring it to life almost in a
Yeah.
different like perspective for sure. That's a
Yeah.
good idea right there.
Yeah, that'd be like go for a lot of money too, probably.
Yeah.
Was that commissioned?
No.
Yeah, see, I think I might have seen that a little earlier today, because I didn't see Marilyn Monroe or the other one you listed, but I must have seen that one. Maybe I did. Yeah, I really like personally enjoy that, like the taking from film and like classics like that. I mean, you get Ray Liotta, I think his name is, from was he in your piece?
Yep.
Goodfellas? Yep. You should do one of Joe Pesci and De Niro. Have you done De
Niro's in
Niro
it,
already? Yeah. That's
He's
crazy.
on that the poker one with the
How
other
long does
cards.
something like that take you to like do people and like realistic?
It could possibly take me a whole night, or it could take me a few days.
Okay, gotcha. I'm sure if it's like your baby, you might even take a few weeks with it and just see if you need to add anything. Oh, I'll leave it alone for a week, come back to it.
Yep, that's
See if I want a ring on there or something.
That's what I had to do with my Beatles painting.
Beatles painting? I didn't see this one either.
Yeah, that one
Beatles
took
one,
me,
pretty
I want to say close to probably 4 months to actually finish it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, damn. You still have that one?
Well, I actually ended up giving it to my mom.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
better than selling it.
Yeah.
His mom loves the Beatles, man. She would cry for sure.
Yeah.
I think if I made something that extravagant for anybody in my family, they'd probably cry. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work and a lot of effort. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. That's what I want to start doing for my parents. I'm tired of buying shit. I don't know what to buy anymore. Like, running out of shit to buy. What do you want? Tell
I'm
me.
the
They won't tell
opposite.
me. It's like,
Right now,
tell me
like,
what you want.
Sentimental. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Anything that's coming from you, like, it means more. Like,
And that's why I'm just going to start making them shit. Like, here you go.
I've found that like as I get older, I get better at like buying sentimental or meaningful gifts or getting gifts for family members. When I was a kid, of course, I never did. You know what I'm saying? I rode that as long as I could. You know,
Like my
I'm
dad
a
would
kid.
get-
Oh, I can't buy you a present. I'm a kid.
You know, it'd be like my dad would get a card for my mom, sign my name on it, and like vice versa. It's like, yeah, I helped. It's for
Right,
me
right.
or something.
it's
It's like,
from the whole family.
I don't know why my dad would give my mom a card.
Like I
you know?
feel like now in my later age, I do appreciate things like family. Of course, everybody does. You know, you see the scope of everything and realize how much family and your parents have gone through to
Yeah.
raise you up. So yeah, that's
You just gotta
probably
get out of
why
that.
I'm getting
Fuck you,
better.
stage.
But
Fuck
you know what? Maybe I
Mom.
shouldn't. Maybe I should try to be worse at it because they might be expecting this every year. I don't think I can get you like engraved things.
That's what
every
I'm
year
saying.
or
You gotta,
something,
you just
know?
gotta keep up with yourself and outdo yourself each time.
I mean, if they see this shit, they're gonna make me, get a commission from you for their anniversary or something. I'd do that though. That would actually be pretty sick, man.
That would be dope.
They'd cry.
Their anniversary, like their wedding photo as an anniversary.
Yeah.
present, like,
Damn, dude.
from 'em.
All right, we gotta cut this out. I think I'm gonna do that, man.
Write it down.
Yeah.
You'll forget.
I actually will write it down because I will forget.
Now in your process, do you have to do, like, when you're layering everything with stencils and whatnot, do you have to do, like, darks first and then, like, colors and then highlights? Is that how it works?
Nope.
Or?
For me, it's the opposite.
Really?
I start with the lights first, and
Oh, okay.
then, and especially like when I was talking about my planets and space stuff that I was doing, like that's what I would start out with. I'd do the lights, then go to the darker, and then I would use newspaper or magazine paper, crumple it up a little bit, put it on there, and that's where you got the texture of the planets for that.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
if you did the darker colors first and did the lighters after, it wouldn't like come out the same way when you start taking the colors off with the newspaper and the magazine papers.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's fucking sick. What's your plans for next year? Just keeping at it more,
Yep.
maybe
just-
more personal work, or like you're probably gonna be bogged down with more commissions and shit?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
hoping.
Well, that's
I mean,
good, you know.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
I'm hoping to possibly like maybe not do as many paintings and maybe start bringing up the price a little bit more. But I'd still kind of like just doing it. So I mean, I kind of might just want to stay at the price way and
I
keep
think
having
you,
people come through. So
I think you definitely could do that. Like, especially like with all the commissions that you have now, this year, you know, what work you've done now, and then your prior work getting more eyes. I think, why would it go down, the amount of people that see your work, you know? Because I honestly haven't seen it until I think one day on Instagram, maybe we followed each other. It's like, oh, okay. I thought you were like living in Colorado at this point when I seen the picture. So I'm like, he must not be in town. I don't know anywhere around here that's anybody that's doing this around here. You know? Well, I guess you aren't technically in town, but yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so right now, where can people get a hold of your stuff, like online or whatever?
Instagram, it's Elevated_Zack, and then Facebook is Elevated Paints.
Elevated Paints. Motherfuckers, website coming soon.
Yeah. Do you want to drop the name of that, or probably not until it's ready? Yeah.
We can plug that later.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When you do drop it, let us know.
Let us know.
I'll be happy to plug it.
Get that shit out there.
I'm sorry. You already asked him about where to reach him.
Yeah.
At Elevated Paints.
Yep, for Facebook, and then Instagram is Elevated_Zack.
Gotcha. Nice. And you got something you're doing? You said with. Or through Graves at his co-work space too, November 16th.
Yep.
November 16th. Mark this shit down.
Yep, mark it down. And hopefully there's an event page. I'm sure there will be. Is it like gonna be an event page sort of thing, or is it just like another cookout where they're just kicking it?
I don't have all the details yet.
Okay.
All I know is that they're supposed to have a couple people performing music-wise. And then they said that they're supposed to have food and some other vendors, and then they'll have the little art gallery show kind of thing.
Nice. Okay.
Hell yes.
At Elevated Paints. Make sure to keep an eye out. Follow.
Yeah, buy some shit, motherfuckers.
Buy some shit. Look at it. You probably will want to buy something, because I just got convinced to buy a commission for my parents' anniversary or something, you know. So.
Now it's not a surprise if your parents hear this, but if your parents listen, do they listen to this?
Probably not all the way through.
No, they don't listen to this.
I think
Mom, Dad, don't listen.
Hey,
Just forget about that shit.
I bet his is, though.
Yeah.
Maybe his. I don't
Why
know.
didn't you do that for me?
Yeah, my mom.
See, now you're gonna get me into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
It's
that.
been a good time, man. But hell yeah. Until next time, people.
Till
See
next
you
time.
around. Peace.